Okay, so the Mountain Deeps. Mountain Deeps. The Mountain Deeps. They're a really cool looking area with some pretty annoying enemies in it. The like glowing blue amoebas, really awesome. And this is our first encounter with Trogs, who are a bit on the annoying side. These guys. Mostly because of the damage they deal is tough to deal with, especially this early. I have a feeling we'll be fine, though. Now, for the Mountain Deeps, on both, it's sort of like two large parts connected by, like this, like winding path. And I tend to go down the center of both of them. Oh yeah, we also have these cavern crawler dealies that can actually do quite a bit of damage as well. Basically, they're like the Rift Scourge. I think we encountered Rift Scourges earlier. So, yeah, these things, the cavern crawlers. What? Oh, and they're also, oh man, they're also these deep dweller grubs, which are these wormy things. Man, they made that poison really bright now. These cavern dwelling things that pop out of the ground to hassle you with poison projectiles. So this is a winding path in the middle. And I go down the center because we want to... Okay, we need to run away first. Always geek the mages in this place first. Regardless of what you're fighting, geek the mage, geek the mage. Yeah, those things explode in a poison dot. Oh, and they're spiders. So the reason I'm getting to it. The reason I run down the center of both sides is because that's where Dahlia's... Is it Dahlia? Yeah, that's where Dahlia's corpse will be found. Awesome. That's actually a really awesome amulet. And I'll get to equipping it after we can get another ectoplasm on it. Although really I should just go for it now. We're not using Storm Totem yet, but we will be, so that will be a little buff to that. So there's going to be a hero mob down here. Looks like we have to do a long way around. It'll be a purple named unique hero mob right here. Icarix. He'll almost always be ensconced in cave enemies. And that's kind of a pain, obviously. He also, I believe, will summon... Yeah, he just summoned some of the tiny cavern crawlers. And when the tiny ones die, they leave behind the poison dots. They're actually quite potent. Icarix here, though, has... His infrequent is actually a really good one. Oh, yeah, and then... Gotta watch out for them. His infrequent's actually a better one because it's a metal. It's like Icarix something something stone that's cold damage based. So if you're hunting for an infrequent for a cold character, that's actually not a bad one to go for. It's rare for me to actively search out monster infrequents. Most of the gear you're given in the game through just normal drops, I think, is good enough. So I think like Cronley's ring is a good bleed ring, because there's not a fantastic set of bleed. Like, okay, there is the left hand and right hands of Carnage ring pair set, and I believe there is a legendary bleed based ring, but I actually think Cronley's ring can be the best ring you could get. So we've done the Mountain Deeps, now we're in Prospector's Trail. Here we encounter some Flesh Warped. Have we encountered Flesh Warped before? I don't think so. Because we encountered the Mistborn. So, Flesh Warped are ethereal. They're sort of like a physically based ethereal mob. Flesh Warped Trolls, Flesh Warped Vanguards, and Flesh Warped Champions. Oh, and Flesh Warped Gunners. Or whatever in the hell the Gunners are called. Deadeyes, that's it. So they're big and they hurt. They're definitely in the class of monster that is highly defense based. Highly defense based with a lot of aether resistance. There'll also be dominators here that are red, and they're fire-based dominators. I think maybe technically your standard dominator's a bit lightning-based. Because there's cold ones later on as well. Or they're just straight-up aether-based, and I'm just filling in a blank that's not really there. I love drops in this game sometimes. If we were doing like a spammier main attack other than Trojan Sky Shards, Crushing Will is an amazing, amazing offhand. Okay, so we also have the Aetherborn Horrors, which are like Aether Briar Thorns. We had to have encountered Briar Thorns before. And we got some Grubbles. Grubbles we definitely fought before. And Flesh Warped Thrashers. There's also a really creative, though kind of annoying enemy in this place, which I have just defeated one like way back there. The Scarecrows. The Scarecrows in these fields are possessed by ethereals, and they attack you. So they are actually one of the more creatively designed and actually a pretty creative monster to fight, because they have crows. And when they die, they pop out these little ethereal spirits. All the damage I'm taking right now is pretty much from the Deadeyes. They're a bit annoying to deal with at early levels. So we're gonna pop our town portal. I was going to let them fight whatever they're fighting up there, because we're at Homestead, basically, right here. So Homestead, like Burwitch, is a city where we have to take back the Rift Gate. And in front of it is going to be a hero, purple-named mob. Nazagrad the Fallen. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, Nazagrad. Okay, I'm back. He's not purple named. This jerk is purple named. Harath the Slaughterer. He's like a big flesh orb commander. Yeah, losing that energy regen. Oh wait, he has energy burn, of course. I was like, oh, I lost all my energy again. It's like, oh no, he energy burns. So we're gonna run around a bit. Okay, there we go. Man, we're just getting all sorts of great offhands to choose from here.
I can't carry anymore.
The infrequents are flesh-warped bulwarks, and the shoulders, and the carbines from the Deadeyes. So, I'm going to hit this rift up. Go back to Dead Man's Gulch. I'm going to turn these 2 quests in, and then pick up our next line of quests. So yeah, you can't save her at all, unfortunately for Dahlia.
So how doomed are we? Good work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
Alright, Homestead. This is our second town. And it really is our home away from home. It has everything that Devil's Crossing has. And it'll eventually have more.
Trying times, but we will persevere.
So, Douglas Sullivan Oldbarrow here. He'll want us to go destroy eggs for... I believe they're Dermepterans is the real name. I call them Derpidons, because I've always had trouble saying Dermapteran. Yeah, Dermapteran. It's not that hard to say, but I've always said Derpidons, because derp. So Isaiah Redden, who we let live, is going to be here, and he's going to be our special vendor. So we spawn in town right here, and you can just walk up to him, do all your selling, but he also has these ointments here that are normally just craftable, and he'll also sell you dynamite, and he'll also sell scrap. So he's a great place if you want to stock up on supplies. Incidentally, if you do kill him, his daughter, Josephine, will hunt you down at, like, this bridge that's right above... It's like there's a bridge and a waterfall between the Arcavian foothills and Old Arcavia, right before it does the big twisty path next to the Wasp Nest and to New Harbor. She'll encounter you there and try to kill you. And then you can kill her back and take her ring. So we got some lore pieces to pick up, and Ulgrim will be up here.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
I like his voice. Owe you their lives.
I wish that was the end of our troubles.
Dang, that was a lot of
There's
experience.
mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out. I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Somer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
Also, if you've been picking up lore so far, you'll find...
So much death and no end in sight.
You'll find Inquisitor Creed here. And you can talk to him if you wish. He becomes sort of an NPC that'll help us as we go through the game. So here's Captain Sommer.
Pleasantries. Ulgrim tells me you're one tough slip, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
The hag in the Black Legion armor.
The Legion is split on 2 fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthulhu. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Ulgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
And we can pick up this quest, which is another annoying one. Just watch me. Fucking badass, mate. So in Homestead, this is a whole nother place where we get reputation, and here is the quartermaster. That's a salvage dealer if you don't have Zyredden with you. And we have Homestead and the Black Legion as groups that we're going to start getting reputation for. And like I said, Homestead gets it through beasts. Black Legion only gets it through quests and bounties. And another thing we're actually going to describe later. So this is the Black Legion quartermaster in this place. And we have another smith in here. And when you mouse over the smith's little stats here, it'll tell you the bonuses they add on to things. So he can give you Aether Res, Chaos Res, and health. Our particular blacksmith is like elemental damage resistance or energy regen. Okay, so that will cover Mountain Deeps to Homestead. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.